On this all-new episode of Nightlife, we sit down with two of the newest Golden Knights to chat about their new threads.
Playing here, it's been incredible so far, and it's such a good hockey town, and the people have been so welcoming. So it's been a blast.
It was always on your calendars because it was fun. It's good atmosphere in this rink, and now we're part of the good side.
And we relive the big win at the Fortress against the New Jersey Devils.
Jack Eichel at the line in the zone with a shot. He scores! Jack Eichel with a bullet!
Plus, more of our recent sit-down with the Henderson Silver Knights head coach, Ryan Craig.
I know I have full support from the Vegas staff, so I felt like I can come in here and try to make a difference.
All of that and more this week on Nightlife.
Since their inception, the Golden Knights have made a habit of bringing impact players to the bright lights of the Strip. And this season has been no different, acquiring two major pieces over the last 2 days. One in power forward Anthony Mantha, and the other in skilled defenseman Noah Hanifin. Moves that speak volumes to the rest of the NHL, that the Golden Knights are willing to pay the price to repeat as Cup champs. Chipping behind the net, Mantha swats it the other way. Pahal has it, gave it to Theodore. In front, score! Mantha put it in! After the turnover, Wolf dove across, but couldn't get the Mantha chance. That's his first with the Golden Knights to break the ice.
Mantha keeps it alive. There's a turnover. Pahal looks up the middle. Theodore's there, and he finds Mantha wide open.
The Hoagland, and now Besser, the trailer, cuts across. His shot blocked by Hanifin. Chips it back for Petrangelo. Could have an odd-man rush for Bergeron with Hanifin back. Fabbri!
I think Hanifin may have got there in the slide in time.
Hanifin sauces a pass for Petrangelo. They score! Eichel up ice on the turnover with Marchessault against Seider. Eichel to Marchessault, and he scores! Jonathan Marchessault from Jack Eichel for number 33.
There's the turnover. Great stick, and who is it? Noah Hanifin.
Welcome into this all-new episode of Nightlife. As is tradition, the trade deadline was certainly a busy one for the Golden Knights. Primed for a run toward the playoffs, the VGK made aggressive moves, acquiring some top-end talent to fill out the roster. Two of those moves included defenseman Noah Hanifin and Anthony Mantha. Both have made immediate impacts to the roster, and we got a chance to sit down with them to chat about their impact as the VGK pushed toward a chance to defend Lord Stanley.
Did you guys ever think 10, 15 years ago you'd be walking over together from a Vegas casino to your home rink for a morning skate?
No, honestly, I didn't. Even the other day when we were flying in, we were flying back in from the road trip, it was pretty crazy still, landing in Las Vegas and playing here. It's been incredible so far, and it's such a good hockey town, and the people have been so welcoming. So it's been a blast.
Anthony, what were your impressions of Vegas before being traded here?
It's always a good trip. Either in Detroit or Wash, we would always stay maybe an extra day or two here, and then either fly to Arizona or Colorado or something like that. So it was always on your calendars because it was fun. It's good atmosphere in this rink, and now we're part of the good side.
You guys have had a little bit of time to get acquainted with your new teammates, so I'm curious what you've picked up on around the locker room. So I want to ask you each a couple questions. Noah, who do you think is the funniest person in the room?
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with Marchessault. He's hysterical, and every day he's in there, he's cracking jokes, making fun of guys, and lightening the mood a lot. So he's made me laugh a few times.
Anyone else, Anthony?
I think Jack kind of hops on board too and is able to crack a couple, but March is, I think, number one.
Who's the best dressed?
Ooh, I haven't seen everyone yet, I'm kind of doing my own things, but Jack has a couple good outfits, obviously NHL, and the Knights always repost him on Instagram, so that's the one I've seen so far.
I'd say probably Chandler Stevenson. He's got some good suits. He's rocking the Scally cap the other night, so he's got some good style.
Has William Karlsson given you a hard time yet? He's usually the one with the blonde flow around here.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't. He's been good. Carly's, he's a really nice guy, pretty quiet, but yeah, he's got some good flow on him for sure.
Everyone has kind of their niche roles in a locker room. You mentioned Jonathan Marchessault keeps things light. I feel like Logan Thompson and Paul Cotter kind of bring everyone together by being the butt of the joke. You have Alec Martinez who's cracking jokes as well. What would you say is your role in a locker room?
Oh gosh. I'm probably a middle guy, kind of quiet at some times, and I'll be able to say a couple things here and there. Obviously the first couple weeks you kind of observe a little bit more than you hop on, you try and get to know the inside jokes and things like that, but once we'll get familiarized, I think I'll be perfect middle.
What's yours?
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. I'd say I'm definitely in the middle. I'm not the jokester of the group by any means, but sometimes I like to hop in and gang up on somebody every now and then, but yeah, no, it's like you said, we're all new to this, so I'm still getting to know everybody a little bit, and but for the short period of time we've been here, I definitely feel really comfortable, and the guys have been awesome welcoming us, and yeah, it's been great. Is there anyone in particular, Anthony, that you've leaned on that's kind of taken you under your wing since you've gotten here?
The first night I got here, Jack took me out to dinner. That was the day before I think Noah got in town. And then Marchie's just telling me a couple good restaurants and spots to kind of go to on whichever other nights we can go out to dinner. So I've been trying to explore and get some good restaurants before the wife and baby comes in.
Any luck with that?
There's a couple. I mean, there's so many options here, so it's just funny that any restaurant you go to, you walk in through the casino before getting to that restaurant. Slot machines. Yeah, seriously. So.
You've had a couple of connections with this team as you came in, and the game in Calgary was one in particular that you really got the sense that the room was rallying around you already. What was that experience like, going back to the former team so soon? Yeah,
it was pretty weird. Even being there for a day, having a day off there was strange, walking around and going to the same restaurants and dinner spots like that. It was a little different, but it was good to get out of the way early and just go back and just play, and obviously being new to the team, it was pretty funny. The guys were cracking some jokes about it, but unfortunately we didn't get the win, but it was still good just to go back there and kind of move on from that last chapter.
Time for our first break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we head to the Fortress to relive the hard-fought win against the New Jersey Devils.
Curling back, a good play. Hischier, great pass. Brad's in. Stopped by Thompson. Andre Palat for Jack Hughes. He goes deep. Palat in front. Hischier, Brad kicked along by Thompson. Worked out of the zone by William Karlsson.
Keep it locked. Nightlife on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife. After a tough loss in Calgary, the Golden Knights and their revamped roster look to lock in 2 points against the New Jersey Devils at the Fortress.
Go, Knights, go! Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Las Vegas, boys. The pressure's on for both of these teams. Timo Meier goes to work. He'll kick it to his twig. Meyer's right in. Turned down by Logan Thompson. The rebound, they score! Dawson Mercer in the right place at the right time.
Vegas has a coach's challenge to determine if there was goaltender interference prior to the goal.
I mean, the fact that they continue to look at it makes me pause on my initial thought, but it looks like we're going to have a decision right here. I think it does not count. That's my stance.
After reviewing the play for coach's challenge, it was determined there was goalie interference, no goal.
Brett Howden gets there. Second opportunity. Breakaway. William Karlsson shorthanded. Stopped. Jake Gallen, a dandy. Curling back, a good play. Hischier, great pass. Brett's in. Stopped by Thompson. It comes out to center. Jack Hughes maintaining his balance. Pratt with a shot. It leaks through. Thompson cleaned up. Another shot. They score! Nico Hischier breaks the seal. Hutton in control through center. This is Kolasar to the outside of Kevin Ball. To the slot, Carrier. Now, Noah Hanifin. He's in. Paddle down for Allen. Howden. Hanifin. Sauce is a pass for Pietrangelo. They score! Pietrangelo let it fly. Carrier was at the side of the goal. William Carrier has tied it.
Jack Hughes. A shot stopped and covered by Thompson. Jack Eichel at the line in the zone with a shot. He scores! Jack Eichel with a bullet. The Golden Knights with a 1-goal lead. To the slot, a shot stopped by Thompson. Andre Palat for Jack Hughes. He goes deep. Palat in front. Heischer, Brett, kicked along by Thompson. Forked out of the zone by William Karlsson. Theodore out to center. Chandler Stevenson, William Karlsson, yawning cage, bullseye. They will surround Logan Thompson. Bruce Cassidy and the Vegas Golden Knights defeat the New Jersey Devils 3-1.
Time for another break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, more of our sit-down with Noah and Anthony.
It was really hard to play against, or you just dreaded those battles?
I would probably say Will Carrier.
Yeah.
He's a guy you can tell just from the games he's been up. Like he works so hard. He wins so many battles, and as a defenseman, he's a challenge to play against. He's going at 100 miles an hour. He's physical, and I'm definitely happy to be able to play with him now.
Don't go anywhere. Nightlife will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife. We continue our conversation with two of the newest Golden Knights.
We hear a lot about what kind of communicator Alex Pietrangelo is. I'm curious if you can pull back the curtain and give us some insight into what that's like during a game day, during the game itself.
Yeah, no, he's just very vocal, and I think it's just his style. It's the way he stays engaged in the game. He likes to talk a lot, and it makes my job a lot easier as his partner. Going back for pucks or trying to make a play, he's always, kind of giving you a hint as to what to do and talking to you out there. So he's been great to play with, and obviously he's super successful in his career, and he's a guy I can learn a lot from. So, for the short period of time we've been playing together, I think the chemistry's getting better, and like I said, he's a great player. He's a great person. So I'm excited to be around him more often.
And Chandler Stevenson's been your most consistent line mate so far. How do you go about building chemistry as quickly as possible?
It's hard sometimes, it could take one game, it could take maybe 4 or 5 games, and we're at that stage right now. I think we're creating way more chances than we were in our first 2 games. So it's a matter of time before it gets going for us, and it's been good. He's such a good player, so quick. I maybe need to learn how quick he is to kind of find him.
It's underrated, huh?
Yeah, it is. And now we're playing with Nick Waugh, so he's a great player. His game's going to be pretty simple. You know where to go. He's going to find you.
Do you two speak French, or do you keep the English going so Chandler knows?
If Chandler's around us, we'll speak English. If it's only him and I, we'll do plays in French.
Is the off-ice or on-ice chemistry more of a challenge to build when you walk into a new room?
I think it's probably the on-ice. I think guys are all, pros, and they're great guys. They understand the business. They do a really good job at welcoming new guys in, and that's never an issue, honestly. I think coming in here, it was super easy transition, and I think sometimes on the ice, though, it takes a little bit of time. Like he said, it takes you a couple games just to get used to the style that players have and the types of plays they like to make, so that can take a little bit longer. But I think as far as fitting in, it's been easy here.
Is there anyone that you hated playing against, or you just dreaded those battles?
I would probably say Will Carrier.
Yeah.
He's a guy you can tell just from the games he's been up. Like he works so hard, and he wins so many battles, and as a defenseman, he's a challenge to play against. He's going at 100 miles an hour. He's physical and gets to the front of the net. And you look at his goal the other night. It's hard to stop that type of play. So he's been. I'm definitely happy to be able to play with him now.
Playing against Jack in Buffalo quite often. That was pretty hard with how good he is, but except that, I don't think I've had a hatred for anyone on this team before.
So it's important that the city not only welcomes you two, but your families as well. Anthony, can you give us some background into who's going to be coming with you here to Vegas?
Yeah, my wife Caitlin is coming down in a couple days now, and Naomi also. She's 1.5 now. And then we got baby number 2 on the way, which is going to be early August for us, another baby girl, so girl
Congratulations, girl dad. And a pet as well?
She's not coming up, but yes, we have a mini golden doodle. Yeah,
okay.
my dad's going to pick her up and take her until till whenever we get back.
What is her name?
Millie.
Millie Mantha. What a name. That's a good one. And you and your fiance, correct?
Yeah, she just got out a couple days ago, and yeah, she's never been to Vegas before, so
Never
it was nice.
been.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, she's been checking it out, and she loves the area. She loves Summerlin, and went to a show the other night. So yeah, she's enjoying it, and it's nice to have her out here. And yeah, it's been great so far.
Having never been, what was her reaction to just knowing that Vegas was going to be the spot?
Yeah, she was excited. Like I mean, I think there's so much to do in Vegas, and she was really excited about that. And obviously, you know, good weather and stuff for her, so she was pretty pumped. But I think just seeing, even for myself, just seeing the whole area of Summerlin where all the guys live and where the practice rink is. You know, we're not really out here when we were on the road, you know, as an away team. So it's a beautiful area, and it's super exciting just to be out here and you know, find a place and get settled.
Well, we'll leave you guys on that note. Thanks so much for doing this, and welcome again to Vegas.
Oh, no problem.
Time for our last break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we revisit our sit-down with Henderson Silver Knights head coach Ryan Craig to discuss keeping a close relationship with the Golden Knights.
You are not part of the quest to repeat with Vegas, but you are a contributor to the quest to repeat.
There's constant communication. You feel like you're a part of it. Obviously, our role is a supportive role, but one that when you go through times like Vegas is going through now, it's important that our guys go up there and know the expectations that are on there.
Keep it locked. Nightlife will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife.
Here's Korczak with a wrist shot score! And Caden Korczak, his first in the NHL to tie the game!
And the youngster, one he'll never forget. Oh, real good play by Barbashev.
A wrist shot score! Brendan Brisson, his first in the NHL!
I think the smile says it all. What a moment.
Geez, special moment.
Sheldon Rimple snaps it home, his first in the NHL!
Honestly, never forget it.
Defensive zone draw, Morelli wins it clean. Mason Morelli, a little power play time here. Lane tips it towards it, and he scores!
Right to the slot, and Morelli able to deflect it past the blocker of Blackwood for his first NHL goal.
Yeah, pretty special feeling.
It's no secret that one of the keys to the Golden Knights' success is having a ton of young depth. Despite the VGK's moves at the deadline to bring in some veteran help, the young Knights remain ready for any opportunity. A huge part of the early success of some of the rookies this year can be chalked up to Silver Knights head coach Ryan Craig. We recently sat down with the HSK bench boss to discuss the Silver Knights season.
How's your first year?
It's been great. I can't say enough about the people that I get to work with each and every day, the players, the staff. The transition has been as smooth as could be. I feel like I was prepared for this opportunity. I feel like I was ready for it. I feel like it was the right time. I know I have full support from the Vegas staff and the people there. So I felt like I can come in here and try to make a difference.
People have asked me, how often would Ryan and Bruce talk?
Yeah, we were teammates and coworkers, and we still are coworkers and teammates. It's just in a different capacity. Bruce is one of my mentors. I mean, the things that we try to do here are implemented because of Bruce Cassidy and his coaching style, and not just Bruce, but John Stevens and the rest of the staff there. But I'm taking things that I learned in the last year and a half in winning with Bruce and coaching with Bruce that I'll take with me forever on my journey.
Is there a moment where you've said something or done something on the bench that you've caught yourself going, oh, that's from that coach that I played for in the past or worked for in the past?
I have moments where Gerard Gallant comes out of me, Pete DeBoer comes out of me, and Bruce Cassidy. It's endearment for those guys for the opportunity I've had under them, what I've learned under them, and what I really appreciate and take away from their coaching styles. And yet I have to be myself, but I do see myself, there's certain things that you fall back on or react a certain way because I liked how the reaction was, or how the players reacted to it, what it got accomplished.
You are not part of the quest to repeat with Vegas, but you are a contributor to the quest to repeat. That has to give you some motivation, some confidence, and to feel part of all that in the whole big process.
Oh, I feel a part of it. I mean, in talking, when you asked me about talking with Bruce, I talked with John Stevens, I talked with Dave Rogowski, you run into Sean Burke at the rink. So there's all these guys that are still there. And then you had Dom Ducharme and Joel Ward in the mix, who they have a really good staff up there, one that we continue to lean on and communicate with, not just me, but the rest of my staff with Jamie Heward and Brent Kissue and Fred Brathwaite. So there's constant communication. You feel like you're a part of it. Obviously, our role is a supportive role, but one that when you go through times like Vegas is going through now, it's important that our guys go up there and know the expectations that are on hand.
Should mention that the players that have been called up, you've also had to backfill from Savannah, so you've got a new team.
And the people down in Savannah have done a great job. The guys that have come up have fit seamlessly in with what we're trying to do here. So we're the middleman in that sense. It's a constant moving parts. Every day we show up and we'll deal with what we have here. But it's exciting opportunities. We talk about opportunity in the organization. It started way back when Vegas first started with opportunity for guys coming in from the expansion draft. And to this day, it's continued that there's opportunity in this organization if you take care of your business and do things the right way.
He's good.
That does it for this week's episode of Nightlife. Make sure to tune in next week for special access as they travel east to St. Louis and Nashville. Until then, VGK faithful, we bid you adieu.